Use it at your own will.
You can select a rogue, a warrior, and a spellcaster. So we'll probably go with the spellcaster right now. All right, cool. So here on the website you see a main explanation of the spellcaster, and to the right are the subclasses you can choose later on in the game. So effectively you will be able to play 9 classes in total. So you actually get to pick the skills you start out with. So this is where we start to give control to the players. We really want to have the players control over who they are and how they play the game from the first moment they step in there. Okay, so skills are selected. You get the 3 skills at the top. You get as well place, gender, and body, as you can see. And we have different races. We're going to start out with 2 because that is the way we currently have set up the war. Chances are very large. I don't want to give too much away there. Then we're going to expand on that when we introduce new shards in the future. So we have the Navy, you see here, and we have the humans. And of course there are males and females for both. Next up is the body type. What we thought was a cool idea is get away from, as you can see here, is get away from the standard idea that a hero always needs to be a guy that goes to the gym 24/7 and works out and is the perfect picture of chivalry. So we've got a fat guy, and we've also got, here we go. Oh, here he comes. We've got a bulky guy. That's really bulky. The skinny guy as well. Didn't want to play that. And of course, also for the ladies, there's the big woman, very popular with the Americans. Skinny lady, and of course the more athletic one. All right. Well, we'll pick one up and go to the next section. Okay, so we have different head types. Yeah, this is cool. Let's go with this. And then there are also voice packages for your character, and these voice packages, this is the last option, they determine.
Don't tempt me. You've got to be joking. This way. I know. Oh yeah. 2 on that. Just a moment.
So what we did, there are many different voices for male and female in there, and they are going to play a hero, so they're going to look like one. So staying in line with the whole freedom and customization feel we want to give players, we have many different options in there for clothing. You can all mix and match, get the look you want. It's all polarizable as well. So if you look to the right, there are two colorizable dots there, and you can set the secondary, you can set the main color as well. You can do whatever you want. You can look like this. What is this little graph number? That's a big graphic, but special with the next one. And you can also, if you're not much inclined to pick it out, you can just hit the random button below. And it just starts to mix and match stuff up, and if you want to get into the game fast, it's probably the easiest way to go. So let's go with this. Next section is armor. Now in many MMOs you see that you can only get a chest piece or a piece of headgear or all that other cool stuff later on in the game. You can get all this stuff in our game from day one. And they're all sets. So if you are one for a set, if you want to look like a big freaking tank, that's what you can do. If you want to have a skull as a face, that's what you can do. Big horns. That's cool. That's a cool helmet, but you know you're going to lose it by pressing the random, right? Yes. And I'm going to have you press the random right now. Yeah. So if you could press the random and just click around a bit. See some options for high by. Okay, the last section of character build actually is the 4th last section because you also get to choose a name at the end. But in this section you can choose a weapon, and this is also we get a huge amount of weapons, shields and bows are weapons as well. Melee weapons and bows in there. there. Big axes, big swords, maces, whatever you want. Single-handed, dual-handed. All kinds of shields, all kinds of bows as well to the right. It's really important to get a weapon here. I mean, you can't advance the character creation by not choosing a weapon. You have to choose a weapon else you can execute your skills. Okay, so the last section is pretty straightforward. If you click the next, it's filling in your name, and then you go to character selection, and we'll move into the book. Of course, we have a lot. I'm not going to tell you guys anything about that. That's not really exciting. Oh, that's a shard, by the way. I'll get back to that later on. Shard are pieces of land. Let's call it that. That's where the game takes place. People live in those shards. Well, just take a look up right now. The thing you saw just now was a shard. It's a remnant of the big explosion, which happened way in the past in the ancestral world. Catastrophic chain of events led to the world being split up, and now all people that are left, all Davy humans live in shards like this. And you see that you're actually inside the cave with light shining through, and all these shards float in what we call the Deathspell Storm. And the Deathspell Storm is a violent storm of rogue magic. That's probably the easiest way to describe it.
And the order in which you place your skills into your skill deck determines when you get your skills in combat. Skills placed in the first row, or tier as we call it, will be available in combat right when you start. And when you use skills from that row, it will go to the second, and the third. It'll be a little bit easier if I show you in a few seconds. So, I got all these skills. I have to put it into my skill deck. As you grow into the game, you know where to place what skills. You will adapt, shift it around a little bit. It's a bit of like a card deck. Play around with it a little bit, remove a skill, replace it with another one, place it in the first row if you want to open with it, that kind of stuff. Right now I'm going to set something up. A round version of your skill deck. I'm going to close the skill deck right now. If I execute, I can select skills. You're just pressing 1, 2, 3, like you select a weapon in a shooter. And when I press my left mouse button, I will execute the skill. And it will go to the next row. You can select a new skill from it, or keep the selected. And when I reach the last row, execute a skill, we'll go back to the first one and I can start all over. As you level up, right now my skill deck is 3 by 3. If I increase even more in power, get more skills, my skill deck will grow as well. And I have more strategic options at my disposal. So, we're ready for combat. We got a weapon. We got the skill deck ready. So I'm going to jump in and fight with the monsters that will appear. I think Chris will tell a little bit about the...
Yeah, I'll just go into the trial case a little bit more. Well, not so much the trial case. I mean, I told you guys about the trial case before, but what the trial cavern is, it's an instance. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the instances, probably you aren't. So the instance is a specific version of the world that's only for you or your team, in which to enjoy a very specific encounter. Most of the time a very complex, specific encounter. Now we have many kinds of these instances around the world. These specific ones are only for one player. And there are, of course, many other dungeons in the world you can visit with a group. which are really, really much longer than this, because these are very specific events. Along with these dungeons, we have something that is very specific to the spellboard universe. We've got what we call ancestral dreams. And within ancestral dreams, you will travel back in time and discover what has happened to the world prior of the explosion that Jordan Global was born. These ancestral dreams all contain at least one big ancestral quest in which you need to defeat several bosses and eventually at the end one huge end boss, one key figure in the history of Snowball. What this also does, what this also does is allow us to, and this is something we're going to do in the future, is allow us to give a little bit more control to the players. Because what we want to do at a certain point is give control over the world a little bit more to players, put a little bit more in their hands. And what we thought is other developers shy away from this because it can really distort your world. You've probably seen this if you run the mouse where, for example, players can build houses themselves and it grows into city abominations. It can really distort the experience. But what we can do, if we change the world now, we can always keep the world as it was available for an ancestral quest. Of course, with a changed setting, but it will never be lost to us. Travel on shards themselves is really straightforward. You walk.
Are there going to be mounts?
Yeah, at a certain point we're going to have mounts, but we want to
Can you
start
fight on mounts?
That is something we're still looking into. That is something we want, but we'll have to really convince the coders. So usually you travel in a shard ship, and this is a very, very large shard ship. There are small shard ships we use for transportation, but this is what we call the warship. This is our version of the Death Star. What did the artist call it? The shard ship? I don't know. It's a really huge ship. You see the ballistas along the side here, and when you look over the site, like Koen's doing right now, you can see the exterior of the shard. Now this is another shard. We're just in Portland. You saw that on the loading screen. This is Cornerstone. And Cornerstone is what we want to call the social hub of Spellboard. Now, cool. You need to redeem yourself. We actually wanted to dress the guy up in a rainbow suit. So, no combat things today. No war things. There you go. Okay, let's start running around a bit. As you can see, I mean, this is a very specific arena map, which you have very many levels of elevation. There will also be arena maps with big moats in them, places to hold, to conquer. This is really this map is really about running around, finding those places to ambush. And as Koen told you guys before, if you, for example, play a room maze, you can lay all these rooms around these rafters here to the right. Ooh, training. Koen might be up for a trail. I want to train some elite skills. And as one of the shapeshifters, so the skin shifters, you can really lay ambushes here as well. As ancestral mage, you can really place pets to ambush characters. Oh man, are we losing here? I think this is going right with you over there. Oh man! That's okay. Yay! Your name will go down in legend. And of course we got a prize for you. This is the axe Koen used to clean this meat with. Yeah, of course he has to hand it down because he lost twice. So there you go. That's either for cleaning meat or battering your grandma with a nose. Okay. final to end for a little conclusion and maybe general